So how do you brand yourself on LinkedIn? Well, you know that value proposition you have for that ideal client, right? And why they're on the platform. And you start bringing value in that space. You're giving them bite-sized nuggets of information and inspiration and coaching around that topic. Maybe you can be a value add through connections and networking for them, getting them connected to the right people. Or if you're in a business where you teach people how to pivot in their careers through generating an additional income stream, maybe that's part of your story. Maybe you're a business in business investments, right? I don't know. Maybe we've got people in Bitcoin, crypto. We've got people in franchises. We've got people in affiliate marketing and network marketing. We've got people who are looking for investors in their businesses, right? So what do you want to think about in your marketing when you're coming on to LinkedIn? Well, you want to remember people are there for business investment opportunities. People there have discretionary funds to invest. So what is part of your marketing strategy going to be around? Is it going to be around, making your money work harder for you than you worked for it, right? This could be folded in with financial advisors as well, right? But you just want to be keeping in the back of your mind, okay, here's my end service. And here's why people are on LinkedIn. How do I draw the bridge and create value in that topic? Personal growth and development. This one could go on and on and on. Okay, Megan, in the health space, right? So we have a ton of people in functional medicine. I've got so many people in the energetic space, mindset space. Here's the thing. If you're in mindset coaching, what is your marketing going to be around? Maybe it's around shattering that glass ceiling of performance as an entrepreneur or an employee. If it's those of you in health and wellness, I suggest that you really start thinking about marketing yourself more from, it's not just health and wellness, because here's the thing. And I hope that this example draws some analogies for any business that any of you guys are in. We had a hormone specialist who came through our academy in January, and she started with marketing on LinkedIn about hormones and marketing about imbalances of hormones. And she was getting nowhere. And I said to her, look, people don't come to LinkedIn to be told their hormones are out of whack. Okay. But what people do want to hear or need on LinkedIn are these high functioning vice president, senior level women who don't understand why their energy is tanking, why they don't have a clear mind at the end of the day. They're concerned about their energy for performance at work, right? You have to sell them what they think they need and then give them what they actually need, right? So the major mistake people make on LinkedIn is that they're trying to market exactly what it is they do, whether you're a hormone specialist or a relationship coach. But you have to think about why people are on the platform and how you can reverse market that, right? So if you're a hormone specialist, you're going to be speaking more to the impact on their career from it not being managed than their actual hormones, because they may not even know or care that it's their hormones, but they may be highly motivated to change how they feel because of their performance at work. Okay. This can be said the same thing for a relationship coach or a baby sleep specialist. I'll give you both of these because they're both clients of ours, right? Baby sleep specialist, high ticket. She lives in Silicon Valley, right? You're like, why would she be on LinkedIn? Do you know how many high six-figure female income earners there are in Silicon Valley that go back to work on like week 4? Right? And she's able to market and strategically, locally find these women, and her message to them around getting their sleep through her curated process to really help get into a rhythm with this baby so she can perform at work, right? So you always have to be remembering why people are on the platform, and she's crushing it. Do you think there's any other sleep specialists for babies marketing her shit on LinkedIn? No, because they don't know how to. But do you know how many women are dying for it? A lot. We even have a client who her career, she's a fashion stylist for plus sizes. She's killing it. She's killing it on LinkedIn. Okay. She's got an Instagram page too. But do you know who's got the money to invest? These women over on LinkedIn who want to look good, right? So it really, I could go on about this forever, and we do a deep dive inside of our academy on this, but it doesn't matter what your end product is. It could be photography, right? But you have to understand, oh, she's the reason you're here, Marlissa. That must be one of your friends, Atara, right? She's crushing it. You guys should go follow her. She's energetic. She's fun. It doesn't matter what your end product is. It's important that you know how your end product or service impacts what they're looking for on LinkedIn, why they're there.